Hello everyone, welcome to Mermaid Love Tarot for your weekend surprise message. These are going to be messages from God, from the angels, and from your past loved ones. I'm also going to do a little bit of tarot just to get your week started, and this is a message for anybody who needs to hear it. My name is Priscilla, and I am not just any tarot reader. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. We are going to begin with your messages from God. We have several messages here, checking of energies. I'm going to do a little bit of tarot, and then I'm going to close the message with one more oracle message. I hope that you guys are having a great weekend. And it says, this is a message from God. Unto you is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. All right, guys. So if you have been wondering, why isn't this happening? Why are things not going well? They are telling you that God, within his wisdom and within his kingdom, there are lots of mysteries, right? God gives us mysteries when we least expect it. And so he is actually, it looks like he's holding a wand. So God is about action, right? That's what it tells us. That's how I'm seeing it. God is about action. God is about giving us when it's time for us to receive it. Not before, not after, but just in time, right? You wouldn't bake a cake and take it out before it's time for it to be taken out, before it's fully cooked, so that your guests can eat it. That couldn't be possible. So think about this in that way. God gives us things when they are ready. He couldn't give you a cake, an uncooked cake. He couldn't. Would just be crazy, bananas. We're moving on to messages from your loved ones who have passed. If you guys have been feeling like, I just want to connect, I just want to hear something, we're welcome. Welcome. What do we have, spirit guides? All right. And we have, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. So they want you to know that not only are they with you, they are with the rest of your family members. And just in the same manner, God does what he does, because God can be in different places at different times. So if you have had some uncertainty, some anxiety, some feeling of, I don't know what to do, and I don't know if I have the guidance, a soul can be in any place at once. I'm going to take another message from the same deck, because I know that there are many of you, and we want to be able to reach out to everyone and see what your ancestors and your loved ones have to say. And we have, I am not dead. All right? Just because a body leaves, it doesn't mean that anybody's dead. They're around you. This is clarification. They're a soul, but they can be everywhere at once. And now they're telling you, I'm not dead. All you have to do is ask them. Ask them for guidance. Ask them for signs. We get signs when we see birds, right? Look, I said that without even realizing that the bird was here. So you see birds. To me, my little sister who passed away, I always see, every time I see butterflies, that's her. And every time I just have paranormal activities happen in my house, like my dryer, my washing machine going on and off, my iPad being thrown right on top of a stable position, my lights flickering, that's my nephew. Frames that fall on the floor, that I'm like, okay, I know it's them. I know the difference when it's each one of them. My guides, when they stand next to me as I'm doing readings. These things are potent. How I was able, not that this is something that makes me proud, but because of my gifts, before my nephew passed away, I predicted it all. My nephew passed away June 10. And on June 9th, I posted a video for Scorpio about somebody in the Scorpio family is dying. My sister's a Scorpio, my nephew who passed away is a Scorpio, and his little brother was a Scorpio. After that reading, I was like, oh my God, I have to call my sister, because I really thought that it was my mom. And I must have gotten like 4 cards. It's highlighted in my channel. I must have gotten like 4 cards that told me that there was going to be a death in the family. And it wasn't until almost the end of the reading that I was like, wait a minute, my sister's a Scorpio. And I was worried. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to ignore it. The next day, right after speaking to my nephew, I spoke last to my nephew on June 10th around 4 o'clock. And like around 8, my nephew passed away. He was hit by a car, and I didn't know until the next morning as I was getting ready to go to work. So today I woke up and it was like God told me, today you're not going to do any particular reading. I want you to, and it's Sunday. I want you to give a message to the public, to the world. And here I am. What other messages do we have for the collective watching and who needs to hear this message? We have the spider. You might be seeing spiders, and that might be a sign of, a soul being there, somebody you love. It says, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. If you guys want to write a book about your person who you lost, a family member, a brother, a sister, do it. Do it. Just a few lines. But just know that if you're seeing a spider, and if you haven't seen one, you're seeing one here. Okay? In many places, it is hot. Spiders are out and about. So just know that when you see a spider, that is that sign. Okay? For you to feel enlightened. To forget for a moment, and I know it's hard, the things that you're going through. Because it's hard, and I know it. And I know that there's a lot of you people out there suffering because of a loved one that's sick, a loved one that passed away. Today I'm not going to do, except for maybe 3 cards in tarot. The rest is just oracle messages, as we're seeing right now, and it's going to just be a short reading. Accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Okay, you guys, if you happen to see roses, know that they're showing you those roses for you to find some type of joy, right? Whenever people give us roses, gift us roses, it makes us happy, right? Especially if it's our favorite rose. For me, I love white roses, but I also love orchids of any color, particularly blue. But that is what they're telling you. What do we have, please, for the collective? For our surprise message. Our love is timeless and we are forever connected. So your guides, the universe, and God wants you to know that your love is timeless. You are always connected. All right, you guys, somebody, maybe all of you needed to hear this. Just ask, pray, ask for guidance to the people who are gone. And know that they aren't really gone. They really aren't. All right, we're going to move on to messages from the universe. What do we have for the collective? Sorry, you guys. I got the... Actually, we're going to do animal messages. And then we'll move on. I just grabbed the Spanish deck. I do... You guys read in English and in Spanish. If you would like, you can go and check out the Spanish readings, all the readings, whether they are surprise messages, anything. You are welcome to see the Spanish with subtitles. And it says peacock, self-love. You will find great power in focusing on the positive aspect of yourself, that which makes you indefiably unique and beautiful. There are deep wells of untapped inner power and letting go of negative self-talk. Okay, so let that go. Remember that words become things, right? Say positive things, even if you aren't feeling positive. Just say positive things so that you can attract positive things. We are moving on to angel messages, angel number messages. And you have the number 1111. I encourage you right now at this moment to make a wish and ask the loved ones that we've been talking about what it is you need help and guidance with. And it says, wish come true. So you guys may have been asking for something, praying for something, and here it comes. And this, my friends, is why you needed to hear this surprise message. Meditation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, testing action. You're in for a lucky break. It might come as a happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Okay, because there's a wish that you have been praying for and it's coming true. And this could be God, this could be your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed, who are really intervening for this in your life for this to happen to you. So pay attention to a lot of things I've told you. Spiders, birds, flowers, peacocks. That's very rare to come across, right? But there are many countries that watch me that may have peacocks in their backyard. Even if it's a picture, it is a sign. If you see 211, anything 11, 311, 411, that is your time to make a wish. And ask, and it shall happen. In Jesus' name. What do we have in messages for the universe? From the universe. It says, when you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself back in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. My friends, no one can tell you what to do. No one. You are here to be guided by God. What was is no longer in your life for a reason, because it was meant to protect you. If we see the Tower in tarot, then we will have clarification or death that we are letting go of something that kept us captive in the past, right? Something that said, no, the devil, because the devil is a liar, a complete and true liar. And he can come into our lives and say things to us that we don't want to hear, have us do things that we don't want to do, right? So they're asking you to today, your guides and everyone we have spoken about, to move away from that energy. I am going to take out 3 tarot cards. What do we have as a surprise message for all of the collective who is watching us and needs to hear this message? They want you to know to be very mindful of staying away from people who are there, and you know this, to hurt you, to guide you in the wrong direction, to cheat, to lie, to steal. This is Aquarius energy, not that the energy matters or that the signs matter. I'm hearing particularly at work. Also a friend that you have been very worried about. Very worried. Is this person a true friend? Is this person talking behind my back? Pretending to be my friend? Wearing a mask? Use your intuition. Next card, please. We are also going to do angel answer cards for all of you who need an answer to something. And we have here Capricorn energy, the 2 of Pentacles. You are currently battling with balance, okay? Should I do this? Should I do that when it comes to money? Is this something I can buy now? Can I afford to buy this house? Can I afford to buy this car? And they're asking you to slowly find the balance and not to let anybody pressure you to spending your money when it isn't a good time for you to spend it, okay? They're telling you to be careful in weighing your abilities, your opportunities, and the choices that you make. And in making these choices, they're telling you, for example, if you go into a car dealership, make sure that you are tapping into your intuition and that this isn't a person who is going to talk your ear away so that you can buy this car. That's just an example. And then we have Libra energy, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is also about justice because he's very fair. He is a leader. Okay, he's a man of action. So if you need to take action with regards to something, now is the time. Okay? They're telling you to stay calm. You're going to have all the clarity that you need in your mind. Stay calm, move forward, ask lots of questions, and do not let anybody mess and fool around with your mind. Remember once again that the devil is a liar, but we always have somebody whose energy we can embody so that we don't end up believing everything we're told. And they're also telling you to do things very strategically. Back to the car example. If you're interested in a particular car, you are going to do your research, okay? You are going to compare vehicles. You're not going to throw yourself into a situation that you know nothing about. And I am particularly speaking to women. Ask your father for help, your husband for help, your brother for help, because it's just a known fact that when women go to a dealership or a mechanic, more than likely we will be taken advantage of. So be very mindful of all the decisions that you make. This is why your spirit guides and everybody who I connect with, every soul, God, everything is letting you know. And then we have Aries energy with the Three of Wands. This symbolizes that you will find that inner balance. This is a time for you to explore, right? If you're buying a car, I'm just going to stick to that example. Explore different dealerships. This is just an example. It could be anything that's happening in your life. Go to different dealerships, ask questions, check your own credit score so that when you go to the dealership, they don't try to tell you that your score is lower and that somehow they're doing you a favor. If you have been feeling that you want to do something, now is the time. Now is the time for you to take action on something you've been procrastinating about. Something like, I hear like, I'll do it tomorrow. You wake up tired, you start thinking about all the things you have to do throughout the day, and you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. You guys, life is short, and the days go by fast. That's why I work so hard on my YouTube channel, because I know that every day counts. Just see it as that way. Every single day counts. Okay. I am now going to draw 3 cards for your angel answer messages. Okay. And you can pick whatever pile suits you. Okay. The first card that we have says a romantic love. The card is in Spanish. I am translating it for you. Card number 1, a romantic love. That means that a romantic love, and you guys and all our spirits want you to know that there is somebody coming in who is very romantic. Anything else you want to say to our collective? Be positive. Remember what I told you in the beginning. Words and thoughts become things. Even if you're not thinking positive, you are going to do positive and say positive affirmations. Last card for our angel answers. They wanted to give me 2 and I'm going to honor it. If you're thinking about a yes or no answer to a question that you may have in mind, the answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. And they also want to let you know that it is time to forgive somebody. Your significant other, a friend, a family member, a coworker, and at the very top, yourself. There is no need for you to feel guilty, and I just got that energy out of nowhere. I'm seeing somebody almost like in the 9 of Swords kind of picture, in their bed like this, constantly thinking whether or not you should forgive this person. Once again, life is short. It is time for you to forgive this person. When the 2 of Pentacles came out, you need to find balance. When the 3 of Wands came out, you need to take action to forgive this person. This person may have cheated, may have lied, may have done you wrong, but it's time to forgive. Finally, I leave you with your final card, which is embracing. Okay? Embracing God's love for you. Embracing the life that you have. Embracing the ability to think positive. But at the very top, embracing your self-love. Guys, it has been a pleasure to deliver these messages for you today. I hope and pray that you all are doing well. If you would like me to pray for you, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will make sure that I pray a little prayer for you. I hope that somehow this has helped you. I hope that you guys are doing well. As always, one love.
Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.